Day 7, Marketing 101. The oil today is Ula Grow. Ula Grow is a good oil to have when you want to move away from where you're at. You want to confront what is slowing you down. A good way to think of that is instead of throwing in the towel, use the towel to wipe the sweat off of your face. This is your life. You need to take it seriously. These are your opportunities to grow and to become what you want to become. This is your chance to do what you want to do with your business. So how are you going to market it? How are you going to get yourself out there? How are you going to be courageous? What are some things that you need to know? So there are lots of resources, again, on Sarah's website. Go ahead and take a look at them. She's made some videos, ways to help explain what an actual oily lifestyle looks like. You can do this too. You can record around your house and talk about everything that you've replaced in your house with all natural products, so you don't have to think twice about. You know what a gift it is as a parent to be able to go into a store and not think twice, because you have to always be thinking about something else all the time. Like for instance, I love going to Trader Joe's. I love going to Trader Joe's because I know I don't have to think twice about what the ingredients are made out of. I don't really have to read the labels as closely because I know that they're already pretty good. So Young Living is the same way. You don't have to think twice. So when we market it, it's really a gift to people to be able to have that lifestyle where they don't have to think about what goes into everything, because everything is for a profit and everything has been made so poorly these days that to have that at our disposal is invaluable. So remember, doing this is going to be a benefit to you. You're working hard on this boot camp. These videos are not easy. I'm trying to make them shorter for you, but you're reading the books, you're filling out the workbook pages, you're creating vision boards, you're doing things for yourself, and this is day 7, so be proud of what you've done. So again, this is an MLM, and a lot of people really think that that's scary. Some of the other MLMs that are out there are frightening to people because of the way that they promote, and people are aggressive towards getting new clients through MLMs. But we're different, and we're on a great team, so you have to be really excited about that. You're not going to be begging your friends to be buying things that they can't afford. That's not what this is about. You're not going to be that friend. So how are you going to market yourself? Well, here's some real truth. This is benefiting you. And when you're talking about these oils and you're talking about your business, you are benefiting your own family. And if your friends are supporting you, they are supporting your entire family. If you go to the grocery store and buy something over the counter there, you are supporting their CEO. You're supporting their upper management. If you buy from an MLM, you are supporting your friends. And that's really something that people should feel good about. Their money is going to something that is beneficial at a really personal level. So when we are marketing, some people are afraid that this is a pyramid scheme. It is not a pyramid scheme. And Sarah brings up a great resource, which I'm going to cut into right now to show you. It's a YouTube video that you can go and watch. So hang on a second. I'm going to put in a screenshot. It's called I Still Think It's a Pyramid Scheme. You can Google it. The YouTube video will come right up. I still think it's a pyramid scheme. This is not a pyramid scheme. It is a multi-billion-dollar business at this point. It is Better Business Bureau rated. They are the best possible rating with the Better Business Bureau. This is something that if you stick with, you can rise to the top. It is not a pyramid scheme. It is not a if you get in early and you will get rich scheme. It is not necessary to get in early. It's just necessary to work hard and to stick with it. And you can do this. Anybody can do this. You have to stick with it. Trust me, I've seen it happen in my own family, transition and transform lives. And we are going on to do great things. This isn't about us getting rich. This is about what can we do with all of the goodness that we are fortunate to bring to this world. That's really what it's about. So just get in there and get to work. And this can happen for anybody. You just have to teach the classes. You just have to do it. So we'll go into teaching the classes more. But to market yourself, it's not an MLM. It's your hard work. It's your business. It's what you're able to do while raising a family. It's what you're able to do while you can be healthy and at home. Like I said, at home with your kids. It allows you to do everything that you want to do, and that is not a scheme at all. Since when is being at home with your family a scheme? Let's just keep that in mind. Okay, the next thing that you need to do to market your business is classes, right? Get out of your friend circle. You don't need to be in your own friend circle. Advertise it. Advertise it in the next town over. If you're afraid to do it in your own town, just go out and do it in the next town over. Put things up, put posters up, find a place to put your classes, do something, do it, just do it. Boss up as Lindsay Moreno, I think she says that. Anyway, it's up to you to do this. You don't have to be an exception. You don't have to be someone famous. You don't have to be a blogger. You don't have to already have some magical following somewhere to be able to do this. Quite simply, it's just a lot of people each doing a little bit instead of a few people doing a lot. That's the difference. In your groups, look at how many people in our direct team who have already been able to make lifestyle changes, either retiring earlier or changing their job around, or maybe hiring someone to help out a little bit around the house to watch the kids. Maybe a lifestyle change even just means going out on date night when you weren't able to do that before. Maybe they're just getting their oils for free. At this point, that's huge. That is not a pyramid scheme. That's a benefit to everybody who's involved. We're all holders of this great company. So why Young Living and not another marketing company? MLMs are capable of making more millionaires than any other industry. This is documented in Eric Worre's Rise of the Entrepreneur. So you can go ahead and look that up, read the books, do whatever you want to do to take a look into MLMs. But they're capable of making everyday people, everybody who's sitting in their homes, into people who can sustain their lifestyle and give. Another reason why Young Living is a great product to choose to promote is because it's consumable. We use oils every day. I use supplements every day. I use shampoo every day. I use soap every day. I use house cleaner every day. I use dish soap every day. We don't use a pot and pan necessarily every single day. We don't use some of these other things every day. We put makeup on. Young Living has so many products, and they're all pristine. They're all perfect, and you can trust every single one of them. What sets Young Living apart? Their seed to seal process. Go ahead and watch the video and look that up on their website. It is invaluable. Young Living doesn't send people with fancy new funny colored cars. They send people to their farms so you can see it and you can buy into it. I've been to the farms. We've been to the farms. You're capable of going to the farm. And it is pretty incredible to see the process happening, to see the testing. They are the world leader in essential oils. They are one of the top multi-level marketing companies anywhere. They have blends and oils that are not distilled anywhere else. Gary Young has gone out and found the correct places and the correct locations and the correct networking in order to be able to provide these oils for us. Croatia is where he makes helichrysum. That is the best place for him to go to make that. He hasn't been able to make that anywhere else, and we've got it. Copaiba is another one. They know what they're doing and why they're doing it and how they're doing it. Look at the lives that are being uplifted around the world because of the methods and the treatment of their workers and their integrity. Think about another reason why Young Living is so good is our oils don't cost $4. In order to produce an oil without any chemicals, by hand with what they do, they would not produce it for $4. Yes, maybe you can go buy lavender somewhere for $4, but you can guarantee that it's probably farmed with pesticides. You can bet that it's not pure. Why bother putting a pure oil on your body? Why go to the extent of using oils if it's not pure, if it's not therapeutic grade, if it's not going to do what it needs to do? You don't believe me? Go ahead and buy some less expensive oils and smell it and see if you can smell the difference. It's just not the same. Young Living makes sure that they pick their products at the peak of freshness. They test and test and test and test and test throughout the day. Even if you're getting something that somebody hand makes, you're not going to have the same purity because there's no way that they can test for the amount of constituents in it all day long, every day. They just don't have the manpower to do it. So yes, ours are pure. They're the very best possible. They are rejected if they don't meet those standards. You want to know this? Take a look at Valor. Our beloved Valor was out forever. And Valor was out because it did not meet the standards. They could not produce it in a way that was supposed to be at the level that they need it to be, with the constituents that they need to be. And therefore, they've lost millions of dollars on their best-selling oils because they won't put it out there if it doesn't do what it needs to do. Okay. Another way to think about marketing is the fear of not being an expert. I'm not an expert. You're not an expert, and that's okay. Nobody is an expert. If you're going to buy coffee at Starbucks, is the barista an expert? Do they know where their beans are sourced? Do they know the entire process for cultivating and harvesting the bean and roasting it? Probably not. Is that going to prevent you from buying your, I'll say, overpriced cup of coffee? No. People do it every day. You don't have to be an expert. You just need to have tools. This right here is a tool for you. Everything else we're going to show you in this Gameplan Bootcamp is a tool for you. And we want to do this for you. Just ask us. You don't need a title or to publish a book or to be a famous nutrition expert to pass this on. Maybe you just need to be a mom that can get your baby to sleep. Or maybe you just need to be a lover of all things natural. Or maybe you found a way that, you can move and jump around again, and maybe you couldn't quite as well before you started using Panaway. You don't need to be a diamond rank to be respected. When Sarah wrote the book, she was platinum. Still pretty good, I think, but it doesn't have to be. She did the research, she used the available tools at the time, and she taught classes. The only thing that you need to do and to be is a people person. Even if you're an introvert, you're still a people person because you're forming relationships. You're putting things out there for people who maybe are just like you in a way that they understand. It's your relationship. It's your gift, what you bring to the table that will allow people to see the benefit of these oils because you're bringing them you. Another thing that's really cool about not being an expert is that there's third-party validation. That means that if you farm something out to someone who may have more expertise and that person is seemed as a reliable source, now what you say also seems valid. So if you say, I don't know the answer, but I think I know someone who does, and they get confirmation, it feels good to be validated and to know that you are pointed in the right direction. That's huge. So the last thing that we'll talk about, and we'll go more into classes a little bit later, are no-shows. These are happening for everyone. They will happen for everyone. It still will happen for everyone. You'll put on a class, you did all your best work, and nobody shows up. It's okay. The only reason why this is going to hold you back is if you quit. And we can start to know you and get these relationships going. So mark yourself. This